also working developing news tonight. We've learned suspects are in custody in connection with an FBI investigation in West Warwick.
And it was first breaking at noontime only on Eyewitness News. Only Eyewitness News was on the scene as federal agents removed evidence from a home on Church Street. Eyewitness News reporter Madeline Wright is live outside federal court in Providence with us and what she's learned.
The FBI arrested 2 men as part of their investigation into drug trafficking and bank fraud, an investigation that took them to a house in West Warwick today. Local, state, and federal authorities descended on this Church Street house first thing Tuesday morning. Unmarked FBI vehicles lined up across the street.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing when I woke up.
This woman, who didn't want to show her face, says she's never seen anything like it.
I was like, wow, my eyes weren't even awake. When I happened to look out the door, I went, oh my God.
The FBI says it was conducting court-authorized activity for their investigation into drug trafficking and bank fraud. They arrested 2 people on Tuesday. This woman says one of the suspects is her new neighbor, who just moved in July 1st.
He went very calmly. There was no hassle, no guns or anything like that, but the man just went right, they put him in a cop's car and they just took him away.
The FBI stayed at the house for hours, at one point putting a large storage bin into an SUV. Residents say they didn't think this was the type of neighborhood where crimes happened.
We get a lot of traffic, but usually it's not a problem, but other than that, it's just a quiet neighborhood.
But this woman says drugs are a problem all over, not just this neighborhood.
I hope that they solve the problem, resolve it, and make it a safer environment for our children of the next generation.
The FBI told us a short time ago that the 2 men who were arrested lived at that house in West Warwick, and they're charged with trafficking heroin, crack cocaine, and depositing bogus checks. We'll have much more on this 3-month investigation coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Madeline Wright, Eyewitness News.
Only on Eyewitness News, video of the FBI conducting a drug trafficking raid in West Warwick this morning. Now, we've learned 2 men are in custody, and it's not their first time facing drug trafficking charges. Eyewitness News reporter Madeline Wright is live from the Providence Mobile Newsroom with more details on today's raid.
One of the suspects was out on bail. The other was on supervised release for drug trafficking convictions that happened within the last 2 years. Today, each man appeared on more than a dozen new trafficking charges at federal court down the street. A 3-month-long investigation led to the arrest of 2 men who lived at this house on Church Street in West Warwick. The FBI took 25-year-old Robert Wilkins and 24-year-old Christian Dominich into custody Tuesday on charges of drug trafficking and bank fraud. This neighbor, who didn't want to show her face, says she saw one of them being handcuffed.
He went very calmly. There was no hassle, no guns or anything like that, but the man just went right, they put him in a cop's car and they just took him away.
The FBI also raided the house. The agency says it seized an undetermined amount of crack cocaine and heroin, $800 in cash, and 2 parked vehicles. Neighbors say they never would have expected this.
Very surprised. I don't expect things to go down in my neighborhood.
The suspects are also accused of financial crimes. The FBI says each man deposited $10,000 in bogus checks and withdrew $2,000 or more in cash.
Hopefully we won't see no more of this stuff. Hopefully this is it.
The FBI is handling the drug trafficking part of this investigation, while the Rhode Island State Police are handling the bank fraud part of the investigation. Live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Madeline Wright, Eyewitness News.